just a few weeks ago. At Raraland, the two met again, and it was Fortitude very, very clearly taking the win. Nobody at Raraland could stop Fortitude. In this tournament, there's a lot of strong competition in the ranks. We have Kaho, we have 1-0, we have Happy, of course, Lin as well. But Lin was forced to the lower bracket already yesterday. So we're beginning our first match here on Tidehunters. Normally, early game in Human Mirror is pretty predictable. We see a lot of militia creeping, heavy emphasis on getting AM to level 3. Very much willing to slow down the tech, if necessary. Oh, Sock pulled in the green camp. That's a bit of a mistake. He's taking a lot more damage than necessary. Ring of the Archmagi is a good item for him, but yeah, it took a lot of damage indeed. Fortitude gonna get level 2 here as well. And his item? Oh my god, no way. Dude, don't leave that item behind. Alright, picks it up. Bit of accuracy. Also really good. Both here with good items. Not quite as insane as Zoe Mask and Robe. I think Zoe Mask and Robe would be the craziest items here. But this is still indeed quite nice. Slippers and gauntlets on the two sides. Looking very even so far. Militia being called out. And here we can see the clear priority on trying to get level 3 fast. With, again, lots of militia creeping. And both are going to look for an attack in the enemy main base, as it seems. Akitao Fortitude just finishing in time. Sock's Arcane had been operational for a while already. Ooh, but the militia now being caught. Fortitude is faster with the attack and able to put on good damage right away. No tech still. Militia fighting the intruders on both sides. Wait, is that call to arms? Oh yeah, Forty used call to arms. He's not mining at all right now. He wants to have as strong as of a militia force as he possibly can. And we have 2 water elementals here. One in the main base, one just outside. Killing a lot of peasants. Call to arms indeed on both sides. And it is a massacre. That's what happens often when both players don't want to go home to defend, but rather then we see trade on both sides. And 40 seems to be coming out way ahead. 15 peasants lost for Sock. Yo, is this game just over? It is. Oh my. 4 minutes 40. The win for 40. I think that was the fastest map of the tournament so far. Blink and you'll miss it. Rough start for Sock here in the beginning of the series, where he is the underdog already. Yikers. Fortitude again. Playing well. Punishing every little mistake. Very eager to go for plays, it seems like, every time we see him play these days. And looking very successful with it. Ooh, that was a bit stressful. Map number 2 coming up is going to be Turtle Rock. And there, it should be looking like a very different game. Fast expansion is certainly something not in the cards here. And a level 3 creep route is the next thing you always want to consider. Mercenaries, ideally, you also love picking up, but Turtle Rock, very limited in many ways. It has been added back into the tournament. I think last year we didn't even have it in the season, did we? Ah, no, we did actually. Yeah, the Chinese scene still fond of Turtle Rock. Unlike me. Maybe I'm a bit biased there. But whatever it is, this is Sock's map pick. When we saw him play before, also at Raraland, we saw him oftentimes try to incorporate tier 3 play. He didn't always want to just go for the normal meta, the Breaker Wars, with a possible tier 2 expansion. Oh. Little break. You never know how long the break is going to be. The production always instantly goes back to this slide. And then sometimes we miss the action that kicks off again. Okay, there we go. I wonder why they don't just stay on the game. Anyways. Turtle Rock, a map that I haven't seen in Human Mirror in quite some time. I wonder what the meta is here. Normally, regardless of map, you're going to try to get level 3 as fast as you can. And very often you can be quite greedy in that attempt. Normally, in Human Mirror, you don't harass early unless you're level 3. There are some exceptions to that, though. We have seen level 2 harass before, trying to keep the opponent busy and tech up. And I imagine Sok has learned his lesson. Needs to defend his main base a little bit better. I like the quick call to arms by 40, by the way. Didn't really fear losing income. He called to arms right away. All the militia go into battle. And that helped him to defend the main pretty well. Fortitude creeping the orange into green. Sok creeping the 2 greens. Okay, so there seems to be a little bit of uncertainty as to what the perfect creep route is here. Turtle Rock, though, notoriously difficult to creep level 3 on. So this might be, for once, a longer level 2 stage. Double slippers. I remember Todd saying a couple of times that doubles or slippers or agi on Archmage in general isn't bad because it's attack speed. It always seems to me like it's not much attack speed though. I guess Todd is a big proponent of always favoring damage, any kind of DPS increase, so I guess it fits the bill in that regard. Well, Sok certainly has more damage now. He's got the claws, he's got the double slippers. Items on 40, pretty bad so far. Gauntlets and Ring could be good on MK later. Which of course we will be seeing in a few minutes. Oh, look at that. Defend creeping. Sok going for some spicy plays here. Great scout by Fortitude, but I think he's a bit too late to prevent this. Maybe he can look for a punish. But the defense footies are taking very little damage. No way. He got the last hit. Oh my god, no, wait, I'm confused. No, I was looking at the wrong side. Now, Sock got the last hit. Okay. There was one footy there to try to see the last hit. That would have been insane. But no. Sock got it. Robe of the Magi is amazing. But we have the level 3 lead now on Fortitude. His items aren't that crisp, but good enough. The level 3 here is certainly a big difference maker. He's gonna lose this man fight though. Wait, should he just be fighting? Oh, playing with fire! Has to TP. Fortitude there, a little over eager. Seemed like it was kind of clear that Sock was gonna win that fight. Great items for the 1v1. Ooh, and now 40's in a bit of danger here. If the AM gets caught, would be a big kill. There's boots on Sock. He's speedy with his AM. And this looks to be a great start to the game. But it's a big map. Difficult to find the enemy hero. Alright, Sock here threatening the enemy hero early. Gonna get the next big creep camp. Second hero is out faster. Priests are out faster. This looks all very good so far for the Korean. Giving the slippers to the Mountain King. Agi not bad on the MK. More armor, more attack speed. Of course. Not exactly amazing, but it helps. Every little thing does. We have an early Ivory Tower here to set up an expansion for Fortitude. Tier 2 Expo is something that we've been seeing a ton of in this matchup. Almost every game, I feel like. Big Invo Potion is pretty nice. I would say Sock's items are looking better, though. The Claws, the Mantle. Ring of the Archmagi is also really good. Sock not going for an expansion. But maybe he's creeping the natural with Militia right now and will be expanding in the end. Might just be a little bit behind the opponent. Both MKs trying to get level 3. Sock is missing, 40 is missing a bit. Great creep route by Sock here. Got a level 3 MK perfectly in creeping this camp. And now the Expo is under threat. This spell just finished. Dispel. And that might be level 3. No, not yet. One of Mana Stealing also coming in. Sock is having a great fight here. Defend footies are somewhat useful, a little bit maybe. Saves the footy there with the priest heal. This game is going very well for Sock. Seems like he's trading way better. Supply-wise, though, we are still very even. As the MK now finally got level 3. But we have a big mana advantage on Sock. Way more Stormbolts. Could easily snipe some of these priests. But there's an Arcane Tower here at the expansion. I like the Ivory. Very good addition. How much does an Ivory Tower cost these days? Is it like 40, 30 or something? It's not... I'm not quite sure. Sock seems to be in a good position here. More mana, better items, more experience on the heroes, Also a faster blacksmith, so upgrades coming in quicker. Alright, so going for the next attack. Close to level 4 MK already. He got the level 4 Archmage. And again, strong items. Big mana potion as well, really good. We have a big mana also on Fortitude. Fast with the repair, but perhaps not fast enough. Arcane Tower goes down, and that's pretty annoying. No summon damage anymore. No mana burn anymore. MK finds himself surrounded, but there is an invuln to keep him safe. Level 4 now for his Archmage as well. Invuln doesn't last forever, of course, but lasts long enough to keep the MK safe. Some militia coming from the main base as well are of good help. Oh my god. Breaker slips out, bro. I swear to god. Surrounding a breaker. Almost as hard as surrounding with fiends. Sock still looking good on the heroes. Invuln purchased. Heal scroll. And now there's no invuln on Fortitude. Who has taken the supply lead though. Macroing up now. Breakers coming out. Forty keeping the MK way in the back. I wonder if Sock feels pressure here to score on this map. He knows this was a good early game. He knows he cannot fall behind 0-2. I wonder if he's keeping a cool head or he feels some stress. MK positioning. Very important here. You don't want to eat a Stormbolt too easily. MK now far forward. Eats a Stormbolt indeed, but was pulled back just in time as it seems. More mana on the priests. On Sock, I think. Wait, 40 took the experience lead. His MK gets level 4 faster. But he is out of mana. And doesn't have the lead for long. Mana potion used. More Stormbolts, more kills. Heal scroll here being used. I don't think the priest can be saved though. Nope, priest goes down. But still 40 has to be cautious with the MK positioning, as there is no invuln. Supply-wise, we see 40 ahead. What's the upgrade saying? Oh, we're about to have a 2 upgrade lead on Sock. That's a big deal. Second attack upgrade here finishing in a moment. I wonder if 40's lumber is too low. Maybe he lost too many lumber peasants early. He's only on 1-0 upgrades. Oh, and the MK now. Stormbolt, surround. And that is perhaps the game-winning play. Trying to save him with a TP or something. Can't do it! MK dies. And that could be enough to close out this game too. Enough money for the Tavern Res. Just barely. Supply lead is still clearly on Fortitude. Am I perhaps overestimating that hero kill? Maybe. The upgrade lead seems to be a big deal though. 2-1 against 1-0. Normally 40 heavily invests in upgrades. I'm quite surprised to see him here neglecting them so much. Now he's supply blocked. This is the perfect time to upgrade. And it looks like we're still in an even game here. Next heal scroll, next invuln picked up. Sock has 2 of them. Why is 40 not going for upgrades? This is confusing me greatly. Sock is about to be 3 upgrades ahead. That should be unlosable, right? Tome of Retraining to go for Blizzard. Still no upgrades for 40. Alright, trying to fight with the help of the Town Hall here. That might soak up some hits. And the Blizzard is forcing the priests away. Makes things awkward for them. Oftentimes then the priests heal themselves instead of the breakers in the front line. Nice Stormbolt Blizzard combo. Almost taking out a priest. Forces the heal scroll fairly early. Supply lead now with Sock. Huge upgrade lead. 680 gold on 40. And he's not researching upgrades. I mean, at this point it's just a mistake, right? I mean, he's got so much gold. And enough lumber. Finally, second attack upgrade, man. That seems late, though. Mass repair now needed. MK eats a Stormbolt to the face, taking quite a bit of damage. Yeah, Sock's breakers now just seem way stronger, which makes sense, of course, with the upgrades. Oh, and the priest count is very low. Very, very low for 40. Finally gonna get an invuln. And a heal scroll. Did they turn the music off? Or perhaps it's just very quiet. The priests for 40 don't even have enough mana for Dispel. These water elementals cannot be dispelled. This game is still looking tremendous for Sock. After a great early game, Sock is trying to close out this game right here, right now. Second attack upgrade for Fortitude has finally finished. We have some militia joining in as well. Bit of an awkward position here for 40. Some of his breakers getting stuck. That red breaker somehow survived. That's surprising. Stormbolt on the MK, but that doesn't really seem to result in much. And Sock is going tier 3, by the way. Feels far enough ahead to click the tier 3 button. Soon he can benefit from Knights and Paladin. Priest Master training, maybe. It's costing a lot of repair to keep this Town Hall standing. Not much is dying here. The breakers doing minimal damage to each other. Then the priest healing them up, of course. MK still with an invuln, still with a big mana. Forced to use it. Level 3 Blizzard is quite strong indeed. Sock has so much gold though. He's hardly been losing anything. More militia called from the main base. That might be called to arms actually. TP away now. As the pressure finally subsides. To the shop right away. Look at that. Clarity is running. Regen scroll. He has a second barracks already. Really cool. So that means Knights will be ready in just a second. I think the priority has to be given to the Paladin, though. Paladin is a damn good hero. Yeah, and now we see all the upgrades for Sock coming in. Paladin, Sundering Blades, Master Training. Medallion of Courage is a very good Mountain King item. And Sock again, forcing the issue. This Blizzard has to save the game if 40 wants to win here. Oh, but the Expo goes down. RIP Expansion! And I think that will be the equalizer. Oh, Archmage! Oh my god, he just goes down. Level 3 Stormbolt, baby. Alright. Sock doing better than at Raraland. At least one map certainly will be his. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. And GG. Alrighty. Glad to see Sock here not flustered after the first game. That was a rough start into the series. After not even 5 minutes, the game was lost. But here, he ties things up, 1-1 the score, and so we are now essentially down to a best of 3. Next map pick is gonna be 40's choice. What is the choice? Concealed Hill. Yeah, also a classic Breaker map. Breaker, Tier 2 Expo. That is the way that 40 likes to play. Pretty much always. Fast expansion seems to be completely out of the meta. 40 and other humans have found ways to counter that, play aggressively against that, with level 3 Archmage, especially. On some maps like Last Refuge, Fast Expo was popular for a while. Early Merc Camp makes that feasible. But we've seen not a single map with Merc Camps so far. I could imagine that Fortitude vetoed the maps with Merc Camps. Doesn't want to have to go into Fast Expo territory. He knows what he's good at. He knows where he excels. And that is exactly what we saw so far. Archmage level 3, tech towards tier 2, MK, breakers, and then tier 2 expansion quite often. Thank you, by the way. Kelevra, 91. That's a great year. With the first time Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Alright, Sock having sniffed a bit of hopeful air. Seeing here that he is not without chances. Seeing that he can win at least some maps. Like I said, this is better than at Rara Land already. When he got 0 maps, it was a clear 3-0. I wonder how much work Sock has been putting into his Human Mirror. It was his Achilles heel for a long time. Sock is really good against Undead. He's good against Orc. I think he's also good against Night Elf. Against Human, he's been struggling. Him and Chimiko both, by the way. They were both always quite weak in Human Mirror. I forgot. Who did better in Human Mirror between the two? Between Chimiko and Sock? I think it was Sock, right? There was this meme going around that Chimiko was worthless in Human Mirror, I think. Chimiko, I hope he's doing well. I miss him. He was a cool player. Thank you, Too Speedy for You, with the resub. Says, hello, Mr. Streamer. Have a nice day. Thank you. I'm having a good day so far. I had almost 8 hours of sleep tonight, which is extremely rare for me. So I feel wonderful today, actually. I hope you're doing good as well. Unmern with a €10 donation. My dog. Says no special reason, just that you guys deserve it and a lot more. That's very nice of you, dude. Thank you very much. You've been supporting us like crazy. It goes a long way. It is very appreciated. Thank you. Alright, off we go. Archmage creeping. Once more level 3 here is the objective. Fortitude going for a little bit greedier of a start with a lab creep. This is scouted by Sock. Doesn't want to play aggressively against it though. Feels weird to play AM level 1 aggressively. You really want that aura and you're so good at creeping yourself. May as well just keep on creeping somewhere else. Oh, but now we see level 2 aggression by Sock. Right? He's heading north. He might want to creep the green camp there, get level 2, and then attack into the main base. He's creeping his own green on his side of the map. That is not enough for 3. But it gets him a bit closer. This is a cool creep route, I think, by Sock. Taking part of the creeps away that 40 wanted to take with his militia later. He's going for the orange camp here. Ooh, if Sock creep decks this camp, this could be really strong. Does he realize? He may have seen it with the scout footy. He seems to be heading there with the Archmage. Oh yeah! Big play here for Sock. Could be a peasant slaughter. Not all creeps have been killed yet. The items are absolutely amazing. Claws and Mantle are wonderful. He's going to pick up the next item as well. Oh wow. I wonder if Sock knew that 40 was going to be playing this exact creep route. This is the perfect counter to it. Now it's level 3 versus 2.9. Not a big difference in experience, but a big difference on the field. And Fortitude doesn't want to back off. He's not running home to defend. He wants to fight himself. If he gets 1 or 2 peasants, there will be enough for the level up. By the way, double claws and mantle is insane. Incredibly good items for Sock, who takes out the altar, working on the farm. And it's going to be a big tech lead. Sock now the second map in a row, looking really good. 40 only 1 kill away from level 3 though. Yo, Unmurd also with 5 gifted subs. Dude. You said we deserve a lot more, and I guess you're proving it. That is so wonderful, man. Thank you. Okay, he wants to watch elemental kill. I think he's gonna get it. Yep, there we go. Finally reaches level 3. And that should stabilize the situation for 40. He's got the boots as well, he can chase. So Sock needs to buy his own pair. Running over to Foot Locker right now. I need my Air Jordans, bro. Good stabilization by Fortitude, but of course he is now behind in tech. This was still an early game that favored Sock, especially if he can manage to heal up. Now he's hurt. He's hiding. There's fountains, of course, on this map, but obviously 40 is going to patrol them now. And now it's 40's time to attack. Second Arcane Tower about to be ready in the main base. Oh, 40. Wait till the creeps. Archmage needs to react quickly. And react he does. Sock also gonna lose his altar. MK gonna be slowed down. Interesting game. We're going back and forth. But there's double arcane ready in the main base. That is really good against water elementals. It also kind of helps against footmen. I know it's not much damage, but if you get in 100 shots, then it's 100 times of not much damage, which adds up to a little bit. Needs to repair the arcane. Oh, I think that might be a little bit too late though. Arcane Tower is gonna go down. One of them. New altars being made, by the way. And 40 has taken the experience lead. Lost a bunch of mana. This is a weird game again. 40's breaching into the main base. Lots of peasants in trouble here and going down. Sock's second hero not started yet. Waiting for the altar to finish. Oh my god, he's using Call to Arms right before the altar is done. Okay, now he does. Thank you. Call to Arms on both sides. Heavy multitasking is required here. I wonder who's got more peasants left. I'm not sure. Oh, altar so close to falling. Dude, those claws of attack are so sick. Altar stays up. That's so important for 40. Some peasants gonna go down. Nice targeting on the Arcane Tower. Okay, staff home now. 40 wants to defend the main. Ooh, and Sock is about to lose a lot of peasants. A lot more. Wait, where are all his peasants? All of a sudden, after this mad scramble in the early game, it looks like Fortitude has taken a big lead. He gets to level 4. He has a 5 supply lead. Even more than that now. And there's not much mining going on in Sock's main base. Did save some peasants though. Arcane Sanctum coming up for Fortitude. He's low lumber. Sok has lots of lumber, but he lost a lot of peasants. MK now out for 40 as well. Trying to cancel the shop here. Might be successful. Yeah, with the AM showing up with more Watch Elementals, he is. And now 40 has the MK. Locked and loaded with full mana. Going for the MK. Trying to block his way into the main. Oh, well done with the Watch Elemental. That's the kill. One more Stormbolt. Sick block. Oh, and he got him. Fortitude playing this so well. Threatening the Archmage here in the main base as well. Going deep. This might just be a kill. He's going to have to TP. AM could chase. 40, move with your AM. Small mistake here. If he had moved better, he could have killed him. It's kind of a big mistake, I guess, if you consider the outcome. If he had moved his AM right away to the right, could have killed him with a few shots. And there's still no shop for Sok. This is pretty stressful. Lots of action in this early game. Human Mirror can be boring at times, but this early was high octane, as they say. Thank you, by the way, Phalo with the resub. Okay. Fortitude now seems to have all the advantages possible. More experience, more supply, more peasants, I believe. Slightly. And the faster sanctums. And going again for the tier 2 expo. So I'm trying to go for a comeback play here. Take out the Ogre Lord. That should work. Oh, don't let him get out. It doesn't seem like Sok really has the resources to expand. Fortitude was hoarding lots of cash for a while. Cloak of Flames is not good in Breaker Mirror. Kind of crazy how this game turned around so hard. I'm not even sure what exactly happened. Oh, Stormbolt on the MK. A hero kill here would secure the win, most likely. Fortitude is very far ahead already with the expansion now up and running. Sok needs a big comeback play. But 40 now seems to be fully online, has everything he needs, level 4, level 3. A bunch of priests for the Dispel. And now, lots of breakers on the way. Nice little rock golem pull there. You can claim the item as well. Oh, the Dispel though! Oy, MK almost got in range to steal it. The Stormbolt will prevent that. However... yeah, I mean, with no expansion, this is pretty much hopeless, right? MK goes down. And the favorite will take the 2-1 lead right here. absolutely huge advantage now. Sock isn't giving it up yet. I'm not sure if he knows about the expo. It kind of looks like he doesn't. And another painful creep jack. That's more priests going down. Peasants trying to surround the AM. Yeah, this one's done. Great game by 40, by the way. He was under a lot of pressure early on. He got creep jacked on the militia creep. He was stuck on level 2 for a while. He had to fall back home, come for the defense. With a later tech, with more damage being taken, Fortitude still finds a way back. This was really well done. This was great play under pressure, where Fortitude proves himself and takes the 2-1 lead. And so, the next map pick will again be Socks. His choice is Northern Isles. If he wins here, we're going to get to a 5th map decider. I would say the series is already looking better for Sock than it was at Raland. Maybe Sock is getting closer to 40's level in Human Mirror. But it's hard to maintain that. It's hard to keep up with 40 in Human Mirror. It is just... it's almost magical. Like, the stuff he pulls in Human Mirror. Also, his micro is so good in Human Mirror. I've sometimes criticized 40 for his micro before. I think his map movement and general decision making is really good. There's also where he excels against Undead. But when we've seen him play like Night Gyros against Fiends, in the micro department sometimes he is lagging a bit behind, where Sock was doing better in the past. And of course his play against Undead might be relevant later. If Fortitude wins this series, we're going to see him later on against Happy, which is a match that I would be thrilled to see. In my opinion, the most exciting rivalry in Warcraft right now between 40 and Happy. That was the only thing missing to give us a perfect ending to Rara Land 3 if we had had that grand final. Happy and 40 have butted heads a lot in the most recent part of their career. For many years, Fortitude was not even close to Happy's level, but Fortitude has risen up and has become, it looks clearly right now, the best human player in the world. He is in rank 3 at the moment, behind Happy and Lin. Fortitude has proven himself. Above 2,600 MMR, we see him. The top 10 looking really strong at the moment. Many of these players are, of course, also in our top 8 here in the playoffs. Some have been eliminated earlier, though. Who won the last matchup between them? If you mean Sock and 40, then 40. 40 has been winning by far most encounters. If you mean 40 and Happy, then I think it's Happy, right? I have to look that up. Yeah, it is Happy. Happy won the last 2. 40 the 3 before that, then Happy, then 40, then Happy, Happy, Happy. So very, very back and forth lately. If there is one player with a good chance, the best chance to beat Happy, it's 40. It's clearly been 40 over the last few months. So many Warcraft fans, I imagine, are hoping for that encounter. Right now, the chances are not looking bad. 40 is up with 2 and 1. One more whap. Well, one more whap. One more whop. No, one more map in this series. And the next installment of the rivalry will be displayed. Of course, 40 and Happy have played tons of times against each other before. Especially in the Don't Force Me Cups, where they played show match after show match, where Fortitude was getting battered and bruised, beaten and demoralized for months on end. Well, perhaps I should take that last word back. Not demoralized, apparently, because Fortitude learned from his mistakes, learned from his losses, of which there were many, and got better and better and reached an insane level in this matchup where most players would have gotten demoralized. Most players don't handle losing 20 games in a row so well. Fortitude always worked on himself, worked on his mistakes, worked on getting better. He tried to look for optimization in the human race, where many others look to just complain and whine. He managed to improve and get better. And now he has gotten very, very good indeed. Showing that here. One map away from the upper bracket semi-final. 1-0 made it already there. Happy made it already there. Kaho as well in the semis. We had, I think, 2 surprise entrants into the playoffs here. Dice, certainly, people wouldn't have expected to make it. And Labby, also maybe a bit surprising, although I think Labby has to be taken very seriously these days. We've seen him do very well in many tournaments. He lost to Happy yesterday in what was a crazy Undead Mirror, by the way. I know not everyone loves Undead Mirror. Not everyone may have seen this. But it was Fast Expo every game, which came much to my delight. Fast Expo games are normally a lot more hectic, wild, and interesting. I am really curious if there's also going to be some expansions involved if 1-0 is playing an Undead Mirror. My assumption is that the answer to that is no, but maybe there is a new wind blowing in this matchup. We'll see. Of course, this series here is not about Undead Mirror, it's about Human Mirror, where we do see expansions. Not fast expansions, but tier 2 expansions. Also very popular on this map. Ideally, you like to play a solid early game, not take too much damage, and then on tier 2, when the MK is out, you call the militia, you take the natural, and then you expand. Best case is, it's a map where you get level 2 right away from the expansion creep, which is the case here. So, this all seems to point towards this being a great map for fast expansion then. And we saw some differing creep routes on some of the previous maps. I think here on Northern Isles, though, it's very much set in stone. Wait, maybe that's not true, though. In the past, it always used to be orange into green into lab. But nowadays, we also see orange, queen, green, green. I guess that gives you faster movement on the Archmage. Oh, 40 took a lot of damage on the peasants. That is not ideal at all. This means an attack into his main base could be scary. We have a Throw the Beast on both sides. For an early attack towards the enemy main base, this can be quite devastating. We saw lots of peasants suffering already in this series. Fortitude is doing the triple green. Sock is doing the lab. This is still going to mean mostly the same thing, which is a fast level 3. Claws plus 8 would be sick for Sock here. Ring plus 5 is really good for MK, but not very good right now. Fortitude, though, he's falling back. Fortitude might be looking for a defensive early game here, not going for the counterattack. Sock is on the way towards the opponent. 40, they're going to pick up the item. And yeah, indeed, it seems to be seems to be playing it quite safe right now. Maybe because many of his peasants are hurt already. We can see in the main base there's at least 3 low HP peasants. And so Fortitude is indeed playing defense here. He's got the claws, he's got the circlet, he's got the boots. Good items. Missing the opportunity here for a footy kill. Economy untouched so far. All the peasants still safe, but that could change at a moment's notice. Alright, militia now called to the fight. This is the target that Sog is looking for. He knows he can't really, you know, expect to win a footy fight here too easily, close to the enemy main base, but taking out some peasants is certainly doable. Gonna lose 2 footies in the attempt. Ooh, nice deny. 40 paying attention on multiple screens. And you can see 40, he's trying to damage all the footmen. He's ignoring the enemy watch elementals almost all the time. He knows they're gonna expire. Sok seems to be targeting the enemy water elementals much more. But now also Archmage is very hurt. The replenish potion is wonderful in this scenario. Alright, so we have 4 footman kills versus none. This could be a big advantage for Fortitude. 3.3 on both heroes. Replenishment potion seems to be running through fully. That's also good. Good defense here by 40. Yeah, I think he made the adjustments to play defensively after he saw how much damage he took from the creep camp. So he wanted to protect his peasants. That worked out well. He lost only a single peasant at the end of the day. And so he can afford the Sanctums easily. Lots of gold on him. Oh, and a surround! So not paying attention for just a second and snaps that surround right away. Fortitude had the footies ready instantly. And that is a TP forced. And finally, a moment to breathe for 40. Clean hold. Minimal damage taken. He is going to go for the lab creep here. This is taking experience away possibly from the Mountain King. Although I guess he's going to be joining in a moment. And we see a lot of resources on 40. Parry up the item here is okay. I would say there's better stuff though. And now this would be the classic. Time for the tier 2 expo. Call the boys. Set up the second base. Level 4 and level 2 level ups from this camp. Talisman of Evasion, also very nice for Mountain King. Helps you dodge shots from the breakers. Sok's MK also very tanky. Triple rings of different varieties on the hero. Soon to be running out of fingers. The expansion timing and blacksmith timing is exactly the same. This game is looking very even so far, but I think 40 still has more footmen, right? Yeah, 2 more footies. which are helpful in the early fights. Clap! Oh my. Good against Footman. Not so good later. Heal scroll committed by Fortitude as well. That helps counter the damage from the clap. Oh, bash on the priest. Not quite enough for the kill. Water elementals don't stand long. Chasing after the priests one by one. Stormbolt flies. Next priest dies. And it's level 3 already. Decent lead there, experience-wise, on the Mountain King. We've got an Ankh, by the way. Waiting for the bashes. That's something that Sok cannot hope for. No bash luck this game. And all of a sudden we see Fortitude ahead by more than 10 supply. Again he does it. A game that looked so even for so long, all of a sudden greatly turning in his favor. Arcane Tower might be going down. It's a lot of damage towards it. Yep, Arcane Tower is gone indeed. But the water elements were nicely dispelled. MK level... Wait, is that level 2 clap? Oh, it's level 2 clap. Ui. Good right now. Very bad later. You will have to retrain, I think, when we get the breakers coming. And they are indeed on the way. Can get a few priest kills here, though, with Clap and Stormbolt. Sok's priests also getting caught. Two attack upgrades about to be done. Well, already done. Sok with 1-1 on the way. 40's lumber is a bit low. Cannot afford the next upgrade right now. He's going to spend the gold that he has. Time for a heal scroll. And this attack is going to be strong indeed. Stormbolt on the MK. Draining some mana here with the feedback. MK looking for the clap. It's only level 1 Stormbolt, remember, on Sok. That is pretty bad right now, when it's mainly about breakers. Yeah, this bash choice, a bit questionable. Maybe he felt forced into it, seeing so many priests and footies at the time. Maybe he just wanted to stabilize. I guess it's easy to say now that bash isn't, clap isn't that good, obviously, against breakers. I am level 5 already. Going for the Brilliance Aura, as always. Still have mana regen. Rune Bracers are doing good work. Lots of damage reduction. But he's gonna have to call it GG in capital letters. And Fortitude is victorious again. A little bit of a scare on the second map. Turtle Rock very well played there by Sok. But other than that, Fortitude still delivering, still the king in human mirror.